In the 3 trailers for Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, we've been treated to footage of new gameplay mechanics, a new layout of Hyrule, new inhabitants to interact with, and of course, vision of our Princess Zelda in action. Now, while many of these new places and mechanics were given explanations, in typical Nintendo fashion, most of the content was not given much context. Which is great because it leaves our imaginations lots of room to hypothesize on what we've seen, which is what we're about to do. Near the very end of the 3rd trailer, not long before Dark Link makes an appearance and jump attacks at Zelda, we catch a glimpse of a slender, fiery dragon coming out of a lava hole in the ground. Almost as soon as we see this dragon, the clip finishes and gives us just enough time to catch our breath before seeing Link attack Zelda. But let's forget Link and let's dispel Nintendo's sleight of hand here and look again at this fiery beastie a little closer. Interestingly, this dragon's apparent battle with Princess Zelda seems to take place in the Still World. As we know, Echoes of Wisdom will offer many new dungeons in the Still World, all correlating thematically with the environment above. So it's safe to assume that this will take place in the Still World depths of Elden Volcano. There have been a lot of dragons featured in the Legend of Zelda series, many of them being deities or spirits who inhabit certain special locations around Hyrule. And while we've seen many of these magnificent creatures, this particular one looks incredibly similar to another subterranean lava dragon we've seen before, Volvagia. In Ocarina of Time, Volvagia was an ancient dragon who, long ago, lived deep inside Death Mountain. It's supposed that Volvagia was once the spirit of the mountain, though it was not a very kind entity and had a taste for eating Gorons. In Ocarina of Time's Fire Temple, Ganondorf resurrects Volvagia to keep Darunia and the other Gorons in line and to protect the Fire Temple from Link and Zelda's interference. To make things even worse, Ganondorf fed Gorons to Volvagia to keep the other races of Hyrule in check. Link defeats Volvagia using the Megaton Hammer just like the Goron's hero of old did once before, thereby preventing the eventual escape of Volvagia into Hyrule where it would have caused fiery devastation. Let's look at the similarities between Volvagia and the dragon that Princess Zelda is facing in the Still World in Echoes of Wisdom. The dragon Zelda is facing rises from a lava hole in the floor just like Volvagia does in the fight against Link in Ocarina of Time. And if Echoes of Wisdom is set where I've previously theorized it is set, at the end of the child timeline, it's very possible that Volvagia, who would never have been revived by Ganondorf due to it being the child timeline, may be intact enough to be revived now. It's just a thought, and I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you think we're about to reacquaint ourselves with Volvagia, the lava dragon from Ocarina of Time? Or is this just another member in the family tree of Hyrule's ancient dragons? Thanks for watching. I know it's just a short video. If you liked it, I'd love it if you could like and subscribe. Thanks again. My name's Bodge, and I'll see you next time.